The only thing holding you back from accomplishing your goals is a lack of discipline. And if you can overcome that lack of discipline and stop being a bitch and actually doing what you're supposed to do to accomplish your goals, then there's nothing you can't accomplish. The thing is, most people have way more potential than they even understand, right? They're leaving so much potential on the table because they're not utilizing the one tool that makes discipline easy. And the tool that makes discipline easy is your calendar. Yes, your calendar. What I'm going to propose to you and lay out is a game plan where you can use your calendar to make you more disciplined. Now, some of you may be thinking, I need to be disciplined to effectively use my calendar. And to you, I say, shut the f up and listen, man. I'm gonna make it all make sense to you. If you ain't got enough discipline to watch a video on how to be disciplined, you may be a lost cause, my friend. And it's okay. Some of us gotta sweep the streets and Success ain't for everybody. We'll make this down into 3 phases. 1, you gotta make a game plan to accomplish your goals. 2, you have to actually put that game plan in your calendar. And then you start planning out every hour of every day. And 3, you need to make adjustments as you go along. So the first thing you have to do is figure out what your goals are. This trophy represents your goals. I know I drew this before and you loved it that time, you're gonna love this time too. Shut up. This represents your goal. I know I'm an amazing artist. Just try to stay focused for a minute. In between you and your goal, there's a lot of shit you gotta do. This is you trying to get to your goal. You want it bad. You know what I'm saying? Gimme, gimme, gimme. There's a lot of things you have to accomplish to make it down that road. This squiggly line is a road. I didn't even go to art school. This is natural talent. There's a lot of things you have to do to hit that goal. The first thing you need to do is once you define what your goal is, you need to plan out every step that you have to accomplish to hit that goal. Now, you got to break it down into tasks. So there's going to be 2 types of tasks to hit your goal. You're going to have, so you got one-time task, then you got recurring task. So let's say your goal is to get in amazing shape. Then there's a few one-time tasks, right? One-time task is join gym, get workout plan, then get meal plan. These are things you only have to do once. But here's the thing, most of your success is gonna come from your recurring task. Your recurring task, work out 4 times a week. Some of y'all may be thinking, hey man, this handwriting is awful. Well, that's not my fault, it's the Chicago public school system. Leaves a lot to be desired. Follow diet every day. Oh, let's put it better. Yeah, track macros every day. You know what I'm saying? Sleep, whatever, 8 hours, whatever your goals are, 8 hours a night. Whatever your goal is, these are just examples. Write out all the one-time tasks, write out all the recurring tasks. And if it's a goal you don't know how to accomplish, good. That means you pick something super ambitious, right? Your first one-time task is gonna be figure that shit out. Luckily, there's books, courses, programs, YouTube videos, mentors. Is how to do something should not be a limiting factor for you anymore. Not in 2025. So first we gotta plan out the one-time task. So I have something to help you with that. It's called the Victory Vision Planner. All right, so here's the Victory Vision Planner. Boom, there's a video here on how to use it. There's 2 parts. So you put your one-time task in this part called the Ambition Tracker. This is just a Notion template. So we got different goals in here. So what's wrong with me, man? You lay out all your goals in here. Let's say you got a new goal. Let's say you wanna buy Lambo, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's say you put all your goals in here and let's go over here, get in shape. You want to be clear, like, you know what I'm saying? So you want to be 10% body fat, 5. So write out all your goals here. All right, now we go into this. In here is where we type in all our one-time tasks. So 10% body fat. Let's just use that example. Again, join gym, get workout plan, get meal plan. Let's just say buy land. Let me look at some of these other goals. Buy Lambo. You know, you might pick out model. You pick out the model, right? Boom. Then next thing you do, you get approved for loan, right? I haven't bought a car in that long. And what else you got to do to buy a car? You got to get approved. Yeah, get approved for loan. Is that a thing? Then you might have to you got to fucking buy this shit. You get insurance first. Yeah, whatever. I'm just writing shit. I'm just gonna use this example. Now that we have that, we gotta put a date next to it, each one of these, right? So we gotta put a date. So pick out model, man. Let's say I wanna do that shit. I'm gonna do that shit this week. I'm gonna have it done by Monday. Boom. And we put a date on this. Let's say I need to get approved by Wednesday. All right, cool. Pick out model. Let's say I'm buying the car. Say I wanna do that on like the 30th, right? And then I gotta get insurance. And then we'll say we're going to do that on the 30th as well. Now, as far as the other goals, the fat loss goal, I want to join the gym, man. Let's say I'm serious about this shit. I'm going to join the gym this weekend, Saturday. Boom. And I'm going to get my workout plan by 21st. right? Get the meal plan that same day. So now I have all my goals, right? I broke my goal down into steps and I have a deadline for every step, right? That's how you set goals. So motherfuckers be like, oh, you got to set goals. They don't tell you how to do it, man. Plan out every step of your goal and set a deadline for every step. That's step one. But when you're doing a victory vision planner, so let's say, now this is the board, you laid it all out, boom. Then I hit progress and I can see which steps are not started, in progress, or done, right? And if I go to this month, I can see all the shit I gotta do this month, you know, and there's a date on it. And then I can break it down even more to this week. So now I've broken my big goals down into chunks that are manageable, week by week, month by month. Does that make sense? So, okay, to hit my goals, all I gotta do this week is join the gym. Now I just know what I need to do this week. The next step, now you gotta have your recurring goal. You go here to the success tracker. And again, this is free. The link is in the description. And then this is dummy data. You can just delete all this shit when you have it. But now I can see, okay, how many hours did I work on my goal that day? My main goals. Or you can change this to goals, right? How much money did I make? Boom. How many hours did I sleep? Did I work out? Then you can put your macros in here. And the beauty of the Victory Vision Planner is it does the calculations for you. So boom, right? It actually calculates your calories for you. You just got to put in the macros and the calories change, so they have a formula. And then if you have a fitness tracker, like I always say you should track the calories you burn as well. What happens here is that this is dynamic too, if you're in a surplus or a deficit, right? So if I change this, boom, you see that it changes the surplus and the deficit. Yeah, and you can add shit to these. You can add, because these may not be your only things you're tracking, because you got to put your recurring task in here. So you can add more to it. Just hit this plus button and you can add things, you can start tracking it. And then you can have an average, how many times you did it. You can have a sum. This really works out really well. The only thing I advise you don't change is the income and calorie stuff. Leave that the same, and the weight stuff, right? Because this below it is a dynamic chart. So this, you don't have to touch this. This is dynamic with your income, and this one is dynamic with your weight, and it's free. And this way you get a visual representation of how well you're doing at your most important goals, health and money. Without money and good health, you cannot live. You can live without family, you can live without friends, you can live without a girl, but you need money and your health to live. So that's what we're going to attract the most, to stay alive. And again, this is free. Link is in the description. Victory Vision Plan. So now we got everything planned out. Now we need to go to our calendar though. Okay, because remember in our Victory Vision Planner, we put dates on when we're going to do everything. Let's go back to the month view. Now we see all the stuff we got to accomplish this month. What we got to do, we got to go to our calendar, and we should really be planning every hour of every day in our calendar. So I'm gonna bring mine up. Not just your goals though, you got to put your whole life in there. So this is a blank calendar. This is what your shit look like. But we got to change that. So first we got to put all our recurring tasks, like everything we do, right? We got to plan our whole life in there. So let's say you sleep at night. What time you go to sleep? You got to put your bedtime in this bitch, man. Say you sleep at 11. Sleep, boom, and we're gonna sleep until the next day, whatever time you wake up, 5:30 or something. Boom, put this on. It repeats daily. So this repeats daily. Now look what you got. Now we're blocking it off. Now we got recurring tasks. Remember, we got to work out, but now we got to put our recurring tasks in here. Let's say this motherfucker is working out at 6 a.m. Workout, go to more options, repeat fucking daily, man. You know? Now we got this in the calendar every day, starting tomorrow, right? And then let's say you work. Let's say you got a regular job right now. So we're gonna put that in there, man. Let's say you got to be there at 9. You work from 9 to 5. So we put that in calendar. Repeats. This is Monday through Friday, right? So it's not every day, Monday through Friday, every weekday. Boom. All right, now we got that in there. Now we need to put all the other shit in there, right? So we go back to our Victory Vision Planner. Boom. So now what we do is we take a look at the stuff we got to do this month. I got to join the gym on September 20th. September 20th, I got to pick a time when I'm gonna join the gym. Maybe I'll go to right early. I got some space on this bitch, right? Join gym. Right, and this is a one-time task. Maybe you give yourself 2 hours because they're gonna try to give you a tour and all that other shit. You know, maybe give yourself 2 hours. Get meal plan. I got to do that on the 21st. Over here, 21st. Where can I find time? Get meal plan. Meal plan. And I know the same day, the same thing I had to get workout plan. It's not just what you're going to do. You got to put when you're going to do it. We have to weaponize time. But you can see all our recurring stuff is in here. And maybe there's more recurring stuff you got to put in here. Let's say you got a girlfriend or some shit, you know, and y'all need to do date nights. You know, you put in maybe how often do people got to see their girl? Boom. So maybe you do date night with your girl. Maybe you hit her on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That should be sufficient. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Or if you got a wife, maybe you see your wife on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You see your girlfriend on Saturday and Sunday. No, I'm just But I like, Google Calendar, you can change the colors and shit. Make that pink, cause you know, and then just following events. You know what? I'm gonna make this make more sense. Okay, we're gonna make it 8 to, cause you're probably gonna smash right? Why the fuck else you going on dates with this bitch, right? All right. When you make an adjustment, you can say if you do just this one or following, right? Boom. It's a following events. All right, so we got the date night in there. You should plan every hour of every day, right? So again, let's edit this up a little bit more. You gotta get ready for work. Maybe that takes you an hour. Boom. And then we hit repeat. This is every Monday through Friday. Boom. And maybe this is your commute. If you got more than an hour commute, you're doing it wrong. Motherfuckers be like, man, I got such a long commute. I'm like, yo, even the fucking migrants got enough goddamn sense to move to where the jobs are. Why you living away from the jobs? And this is Monday through Friday. Boom. Now here, maybe this is when you work on your other goals. You gotta fill up this white spot, this white space with shit. Let's fill it. We got more recurring tasks though we gotta put in here. Oh, for the Lambo. Oh, so it's the beauty of the Victory Vision Planner. When you're in this task view, everything you gotta do in a month, it tells you which goal is associated with that task. So we gotta pick out our Lambo on the 22nd. We try to figure out how much time is it gonna take us to do that. Maybe we wanna give ourselves 2 hours, man. It's a big decision. What Lambo we wanna buy. Give ourselves 2 hours. Maybe we change the color of this one, man, because we want a fucking purple Lambo. But now see, we're planning around our recurring tasks. Right, then we go to another one. It was get approved for the loan. We got to do that on the 24th, you know, say 2 hours, Lambo loan shit. You do that with all your tasks. And the beauty is you want to fill up all this white space with things that help you accomplish your goals. We only went through 2 goals. Yeah, we only went through 2 goals. If you do this with all your goals, you should fill up this whole fucking calendar. And that brings us to step 3. You actually have to follow the plan. You know what fucks people up is when things don't go according to plan. So let's say something comes up on Monday, there's an emergency, something happens, and we just pick out Lambo somewhere else. Maybe we do it the next day, but we still have it on the calendar. Or like some shit happens, date night got to start later for whatever reason. That's cool, man. We just adjust it. Something came up, we just make the adjustment. You tell your girl it's okay. Like so I'm living out of my calendar. I'm gonna show you mine. This is what my month view looks like. It's like every hour of every day is accounted for. Every hour of every day. And I get just way more done. And you will have to move shit around. You will almost never have a day where everything just goes according to the way you planned it out. If you're working with a plan, you're just gonna get so much done because now you don't have to think about what you're gonna do. You just do it. You're saving your cognitive abilities and you're saving mental power for the actual task instead of trying to think of what you gotta do. Some of you guys have so much things to do, so many things you wanna accomplish, and you have to accomplish so many tasks. To do those things, you get kind of overwhelmed and you end up doing nothing because you don't know where to start. And now we know where to start. There's gonna be days you fucked up. You may be thinking, man, you gotta be disciplined to follow this. How's this gonna make me disciplined if I gotta be disciplined to follow it? You just wanna get better every day. Your first few days of doing this, it's gonna be awful. Just stick to it. Don't get frustrated, stick to it, start moving things around, right? Changing things, try to do better the next day, and then keep doing better each day. And then next thing you know, you'll get the hang of it. You have a better idea of how long it takes you to accomplish tasks, because that's gonna be one of the main things that's gonna fuck you up. You're not gonna estimate how long things take. Well, you're gonna fuck it up, but it's okay. You're gonna have with Google Calendar, the fucking top widget on your fucking phone, and you just look at it every day. And it'll show you what's next. It'll show you what's next. You can just look here. Oh man, this is what's next. This is what I'm supposed to be doing now. And you can also get them little widgets on them lock screen widgets. Android users, I ain't forget about you. We got similar functionality over here. So I got the widget right there. Shows me exactly what I'm supposed to do and where I'm at right now. Pro tip: if you got an Android and you got Google Gemini, and if you need to add something to your calendar or move something in your calendar, you can just click the button and tell Gemini to do it. Gemini will fucking change that shit on your fucking phone or add shit to your calendar or change your calendar. And this is how you become more disciplined. I promise you, if you do this for 90 days, it will be the most productive 90 days of your life. Your whole life will change. Like things will be different 90 days from now. Victory Vision Planner is free. Google Calendar is free. And you've already got some sort of computer or laptop. You know what I'm saying? You can do this shit. Few of you, man, there's a few diamonds in the rough. If you do this, your whole life's gonna change in 90 days. Download the Victory Vision Planner. It's free. It's just a Notion template. Let's get started. Let's go.